Hi everybody, I'm Joel Gordon and I'm at the Museum of Discovery and we're talking about STEAM. That's science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And today we're going to talk about sound. Who knows what sound is? Do you know what sound is? Tell me what sound is, I'll listen. Here's what sound is. Sound is vibration. Sound travels in a wave. Everyone knows what a wave is, and we're not talking about the waves that crash on the shore. We're talking about waves that move through the air. So then my first question is this: how does sound move fastest? Does it move fastest through the air, through water, or through a brick wall? Correct! A brick wall! Who thought I was going to say that? A brick wall. And the reason is because it's vibration. So the closer the molecules are together in a nice solid piece, the faster the sound's going to move through it because the vibration is going to be picked up by each molecule. In the air, those molecules are spread out. All those atoms running around, not knowing what to do with themselves. That's why we get things like echoes. Sound. Sound is a wave. Sound is vibration. So vibrations are all around us. In fact, sound can come from as far away as the edge of space. Notice I said the edge of space because you can't have sound in a vacuum. You have to have something for that sound wave to vibrate because sound is vibration. Without vibration, no sound. And space, as you know, is devoid of any atmosphere, so it's a vacuum. So literally, in space, no one can hear you scream. You have to have atmosphere to have sound. There has to be some air. There has to be something to vibrate for us to get sound. So in the air, there are molecules, there are atoms, there are things that can vibrate. And without those things, no sound. So here's the question. If a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? It depends on how you look at it. Remember, sound travels as a wave. So when that tree falls in the forest, it creates a sound wave. So what you're really asking is there anything there to rectify the sound wave? In other words, is there anything there that will receive the sound wave? If I took a tape recorder and I put a tape recorder in the woods and left that tape recorder running and a tree fell, it would record the sound. And then when we played it, we would hear it. So my question to you is, if a tree falls in the forest and there's nothing there to rectify the sound wave, does it make a sound? It makes a sound wave. That's the simple answer. Let's talk about what sound does for us. Inside your ear, you have a receptor that actually interprets those sound waves and tells us what we're hearing. So as the sound moves through the air, your ear picks it up. The cochlea hits your eardrum and it tells us that someone's pounding on a pot. Kids, ask mom first. If you're listening, then sound is going to help us interpret our environment. So if you do something silly like mess your sound up with something like this is what I call a ridiculophone. What it does is it lets sound come in one side, but then you hear it in the other ear. That seems kind of silly, but when I put it on, what ends up happening is that sound that's really over there, I hear over here. Sound that's really over there, I hear over here. So if you put something like this on, then close your eyes and try and walk around the room, it gets to be very confusing. I'm Joel Gordon with the Museum of Discovery, and this has been STEAM. If you liked it, make sure you like us. And you should subscribe, because that way you can ask me a question. And if you're asking me questions, then I'll know what to talk about. Bye-bye. Who knows what that is? Is that the most obscure thing that I could have possibly said? Am I frightening kids with that? Or are there three geeky dads out there who went, that's funny? There are sound. I said that. Kids, that is incorrect English. You never say there are sound.